Wisdom Symphony.
Ever had those days when you feel like time just slips through your fingers? You sit down with the intention to get things done, but distractions pull you away. Suddenly, it's the end of the day, and you wonder where all those hours went. It's frustrating, isn't it? In our fast-paced world, it often feels like we're racing against time. But here's the secret. It's not about managing time, it's about mastering your focus. Imagine your attention as the lens of a camera. Wherever you point it, that's what comes into view, sharp and clear. But if you keep shifting that focus, everything becomes a blur. The real game changer is learning how to control this focus. When you understand the power behind your attention, you gain the ability to shape your energy, your actions, and ultimately, your life. But let's be honest, we've all been guilty of letting distractions hijack our day. Social media, endless notifications, that addictive next episode, these things aren't just taking up your time, they're draining your life's energy. Ready to take back control? Let's explore how mastering your focus can change everything, from the way you think to the way you live. Attention is more than just what you see or hear. It's your energy in action. When you focus on something, you're pouring a part of yourself into it. Think of your attention as a river of energy flowing wherever you direct it. If you let it flow aimlessly, it spreads thin, losing its power. But if you channel it toward a specific goal or passion, that energy can become a powerful force. The problem is, in our day-to-day lives, we often treat our attention like it's limitless. We flip between apps, scroll through endless feeds, or juggle multiple tasks, all while wondering why we feel so exhausted at the end of the day. The reality is, your attention is a limited resource, much like a battery. Once drained, it needs time to recharge. And where you decide to spend that energy can either uplift or deplete you. Imagine spending an hour immersed in a hobby you love. How refreshing does that feel? Now, compare it to an hour lost in a social media rabbit hole. It's not the time that makes the difference, it's the quality of your focus. By learning to direct your attention intentionally, you're not just managing your energy, you're reclaiming it. Why do we say that attention is like a currency? It's simple, just like money. Your attention is valuable, and how you spend it shapes what you get in return. Imagine each day you're given 100 golden coins, each one representing a unit of your attention. Throughout the day, you get to choose where to invest these coins. Will you spend them on activities that enrich your life, like learning something new or deepening your relationships? Or will you throw them at fleeting distractions that offer nothing lasting in return? The catch is that not all investments pay back equally. Some will drain your coins without giving anything back, leaving you feeling poorer in energy and spirit. Others, however, can multiply your investment, bringing you a sense of accomplishment, joy, and growth. The challenge lies in knowing the difference. In today's world, it's all too easy to spend your coins on things that promise immediate gratification, but leave you empty inside. But by becoming mindful of where your attention goes, you can start to see each moment as a chance to invest wisely. And the best part? The returns aren't just measured in time saved, but in a life that feels fuller and more meaningful. Distractions come with a hidden price tag. It's not just the minutes or hours lost, it's the energy, the clarity, and the peace of mind that you sacrifice without even realizing it. Think of modern life, like walking through a marketplace where every vendor is shouting for your attention. Each notification, each ad, each tempting new series is like a vendor trying to sell you something, and the product? Your own focus. The problem is, these distractions are often disguised as harmless fun or quick breaks. But just like impulse purchases, they add up over time. 5 minutes of scrolling can turn into an hour. One episode becomes a binge-watching spree. Before you know it, your day is gone and you're left wondering why you feel so depleted. What makes this worse is that the systems behind these distractions are designed to be addictive. Social media platforms, streaming services, and even news apps use complex algorithms to keep you hooked, because the longer they hold your attention, the more they profit. But while they gain, you losing time, focus, and sometimes even your sense of direction. Recognizing this cost is the first step to taking back control of your attention. Regaining control over your attention is like reclaiming a lost treasure. It's about recognizing that you are the one in charge, not the endless stream of distractions around you. And this realization is where your power lies. Imagine you're a lighthouse standing firm amidst a stormy sea. The beam of your light represents your focus. If you swing it around randomly, it doesn't do much. But when you point it towards something important, it cuts through the chaos, illuminating the path. That's exactly how your focus works. It's not about trying to banish every distraction. It's about deciding what's truly worthy of your attention and energy. The modern world will always have distractions, new apps, breaking news, and viral trends, but they don't have to dictate your actions. By choosing where you direct your attention, you're not just reacting to life, you're shaping it. It's about asking yourself, is this worth my energy? The more intentional you become, the more you'll find yourself feeling clear-headed and purposeful. It's like training a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it gets. And with practice, you can turn your focus into a powerful tool that propels you toward your dreams. Not all activities are created equal. Some fill you up, while others leave you feeling empty. It's crucial to learn the difference if you want to maintain a sense of energy and fulfillment in your life. Think about your daily interactions as a series of transactions. Some things, like meaningful conversations or time spent in nature, are deposits into your energy bank. They leave you feeling recharged, centered, and more alive. Others, like doom scrolling through social media or getting lost in clickbait, are withdrawals. They take from you without offering much in return. Imagine your energy as a bank account. You wouldn't keep making withdrawals without depositing anything, right? Yet, that's what happens when we spend time on things that don't nurture us. The more you focus on activities that recharge you, the better your overall balance becomes. It's like choosing between junk food and a healthy meal. Both will fill you up temporarily, but only one leaves you feeling truly nourished. The goal isn't to cut out all distractions entirely. It's to be mindful of which ones deserve your attention. The more you invest in what feeds your soul, the more resilient and vibrant you become, ready to face whatever life throws at you. Setting boundaries for your attention is like building a fence around your garden. It keeps out the weeds that threaten to overrun the flowers. Without boundaries, distractions can quickly take over, draining your energy and leaving you feeling scattered. But here's the good news: setting boundaries doesn't mean isolating yourself from the world. It's about creating healthy limits that protect your focus and allow you to thrive. Start with small changes like deciding on screen-free times during meals or before bed. These little decisions can make a big difference. It's like adding bricks to a wall. Each one strengthens your defenses. Maybe you set aside an hour each morning where you focus on a passion project before checking emails. Or you decide that weekends are for family time, no screens allowed. These boundaries become like invisible barriers that shield your attention from being constantly hijacked. And as you practice, you'll notice a shift. You'll feel less reactive, more in control. Boundaries aren't about deprivation, they're about creating space for what truly matters. It's the difference between letting the world control you and taking the reins of your own life. When you guard your focus, you're actually protecting the most precious asset you have: your time. Habits are the invisible architecture of your life, shaping your days without you even noticing. When it comes to maintaining focus, building supportive habits is like laying down a track that guides your attention in the right direction. Think about it. Have you ever tried to concentrate in a cluttered room or with a chaotic schedule? It's tough, right? But when you establish habits that encourage focus, you create a smoother path for your mind to follow. Start with small, simple routines. Maybe it's a morning ritual of journaling, where you write down your intentions for the day. Or it could be a 5-minute meditation session to center yourself before diving into work. These habits act like anchors, keeping you grounded when the waves of distraction try to pull you away. Over time, these routines become automatic, requiring less willpower to maintain. It's like setting up a GPS for your attention, no matter how many detours you encounter. It guides you back to your destination. And as these habits solidify, you'll find it easier to stay focused on what truly matters, rather than getting lost in the noise. By building habits that support focus, you're not just changing your schedule, you're transforming the way you experience each day. Your environment plays a massive role in shaping your ability to focus, more than you might realize. Think of it like planting a seed. Even the healthiest seed won't thrive in rocky soil or under constant shade. If your surroundings are full of distractions, it's no surprise that staying focused feels like an uphill battle. But with a few tweaks, you can create a space that encourages clarity and concentration. Start by looking at your physical space. Are there things around you that pull your attention away? Maybe it's your phone sitting on your desk or the TV in the background. Even small adjustments like putting your phone in another room while you work can make a huge difference. Then, consider the people you interact with. Surrounding yourself with those who uplift and support your goals is like providing rich soil for your focus to grow. It's easier to stay committed when you're in an environment that aligns with your values. And don't forget the digital space. Your online environment matters too. Curate your social media feed to include content that inspires you, not just content that pulls you into endless scrolling. By designing an environment that supports focus, you make it easier for your attention to naturally gravitate toward the things that matter. Every day, you're faced with countless decisions about where to direct your attention. It's like standing in front of a buffet with endless options. Some choices will nourish you, while others will just fill you up without offering any real value. The challenge is learning to be selective about what you put on your plate. When you make conscious choices about where to place your focus, you start to take back control from the distractions around you. It's about pausing for a moment and asking yourself, is this really worth my time? It's like being the driver of a car instead of a passenger. You decide where you want to go, instead of being pulled along by every turn in the road. This doesn't mean you have to be hypervigilant all the time. It's more about being aware of your habits and making small shifts. Maybe you choose to spend your lunch break reading a book instead of mindlessly scrolling through social media. Or perhaps you dedicate an hour to working on a personal project instead of binge watching a new series. Each of these decisions, no matter how small, adds up over time, leading you closer to a life that feels purposeful and fulfilling. Mindfulness isn't just about sitting on a cushion with your eyes closed. It's about being fully present in whatever you're doing, no matter how mundane. It's the practice of bringing your attention back to the here and now, even when your mind tries to wander off. Think of it like training a puppy. At first, it'll run off in every direction, but with practice, it learns to sit and stay. Your mind is a bit like that puppy, curious and easily distracted, but capable of learning focus with time. When you practice mindful attention, you start to notice the small things that often slip by. The taste of your coffee in the morning, the sound of the wind outside, the way your body feels as you stretch. It's like switching from autopilot to manual mode, giving you more control over where your attention goes. And the more you practice this, the easier it becomes to resist the pull of distractions. It's not about perfection. Your mind will still wander. But every time you bring it back, you're strengthening your ability to focus. Over time, this habit spills over into other areas of your life, making it easier to stay present with the things and people that matter most. Mastering your focus isn't just about ticking off tasks or being more productive. It's about aligning your life with what truly matters to you. When you consciously choose where to direct your attention, you're shaping the course of your entire life. It's like planting seeds in a garden. Each choice you make is a seed that has the potential to grow into something beautiful. But if you're constantly distracted, it's like scattering seeds on rocky ground. Nothing takes root. The ripple effect of focus is powerful. When you focus on what truly enriches your life, you don't just improve one part of it, you see the benefits spread into every area. Your relationships become deeper because you're genuinely present. Your sense of purpose grows stronger because you're consistently working toward your goals. Even your health can improve as you start making choices that support your well-being. It's not about being perfect or eliminating all distractions. It's about finding a balance that allows you to thrive. And the best part? The more you practice focusing on what matters, the easier it becomes. You'll find yourself naturally gravitating toward the things that lift you up, making life feel more intentional and fulfilling.